First of all, the background of the company. In 1976, Wozniak was an engineering intern in Hewlett-Packard Company, but he expressed no interest in his design, where he decided to move production operations to the Jobs family groups. Then both of them decided to name their company as Apple. Then Jobs was expelled from the corporation in September 1965 by its CEO, John Sculley, due to poor sales performance. Meanwhile, Wozniak had left Apple earlier to become teacher in 1985. Next, Sculley was replaced by Michael Spindler in 1993. Spindler's most remarkable achievement as CEO was successfully migrating the Mac OS to PowerPC microprocessor. There are several problems, such as notably a series of defective monitors and some highly publicized flammable portable computers, resulted to the appointment of Gilbert F. Amelio in early 1996. During the declining of its worldwide market share, roughly 3%, under Amelio's tenure, Apple failed to become profitable in mid-1997. Thus, the board of directors decided to recruit a temporary replacement, which was Jobs. Lastly, Jobs resigned as CEO in August 2011 due to ill health problems and was succeeded by Chief Operating Officer Tim Cook. This is the organizational chart of Apple Incorporation, where the structure can be described as hierarchical and functional.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Al-Haikal bin Zunrina, and today I will talk about the planning part of Apple Incorporation. Alright, so what is planning? Planning, by definition, is setting goals, determining approaches, allocating resources, monitoring progress, and implementing corrective measures. Okay, so what is the importance of planning? The importance of planning is to ensure efficient and effective achievement of organizational objectives. Okay, so moving on to the next slide, we will talk about Apple's vision statement. Okay, Apple Incorporation vision is to create exceptional products, drive innovation with simplicity, and emphasize technological leadership. In terms of control, Apple retains control of key technologies for a very competitive advantage towards other companies. Okay, so let's talk about Apple's Incorporation mission statement. So their company mission statement was to design top-of-the-line personal computer, pioneer digital music evolution, redefine mobile phone industry, and finally to introduce personalized Apple Watch. Okay, so what is the core values of the company? So its core values of companies was commitment to innovation, seamless user experience, and iconic product creation. Okay, so as we all know, every company must have their own standing plans and also single-use plans. So first, let's talk about standing plans at Apple. So its standing plans is cover policies, rules, SOPs for consistent operation and decision making. So policies is cover privacy, intellectual property, and also supply chain management, while rules maintaining high quality standards and brand experience. SOPs, also known as standard operating procedures, clearly define steps for efficient processes in various areas. Okay, so moving on to our next point in planning, which is single-use plans at Apple Incorporation. So what is single-use plans? Single-use plans is a temporary, goal-specific plans for programs and projects. One of the programs at Apple Incorporation is called Today at Apple, for educational sessions and workshops. And one of projects that are currently ongoing right now is development of new products or enhancements with defined goals and timeline.
The types of organizing structure in Apple Company is actually functional structure. Functional structure is based on the function of work, such as workers will be allocated at specific departments according to their specialty. As for example, accountant will be assigned to financial department and human resource manager will be assigned to human resource department. Function structure is actually the most common organizing structure that are being used in corporation because of its job specialization features. This functional structure is actually a vertical type of management structure because the staff or the subordinate in the department will need to communicate with the head of department first. Later on, the head of department will pass the information to their above manager. Each department will be closely supervised by a superior. This kind of organizing structure has its own advantages and disadvantages. The first advantage of function structure is that managers can easily evaluate and monitor their subordinate performances. This is because managers will only have to evaluate them based on the same ground criteria. Secondly, it will encourage all of the staff to learn from their colleagues because all of them are doing the same job in the same field. Thirdly, it makes training easier because it focuses on a narrow set of abilities. For example, staff in the marketing department will only receive marketing related training. This allows the employees to discuss their perspective and opinion because all of them are heading towards the same goals. The first disadvantage of functional structure is that it is difficult to engage with other departments. This difficulty in engaging with other departments are caused by their diverse work field. It will also cause perceptual barriers in terms of communication as they have their own preference in working. Secondly, it will cause the workers to lose sight of organizational goals. This happens because they are too focused in achieving their department's goal. In this case, managers need to continuously and casually remind their subordinate about the organizational goals. By doing this, the subordinates will remember and they will set their mind in achieving them. And thirdly, there will be decision delay in group work project. When the organization requires all of the department to work together, there might be a delay in making decision process because all of these departments are not used to work together, so it will cause a lack of interaction and cooperation across the department.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nufaika binti Zalzaf Hafiz and I'm going to continue this presentation with leading. For a leader to excel in leading aspect, it involves directing, supervising, overseeing, guiding, and also motivating. Leadership as a whole is a process by which a person which is a leader exerts influence over others, which is their employees, and inspires them to motivate and also directs them to achieve the goals of the company. Managing a company, a leader should have responsibility towards their company and also their employee as well. When dealing with people, the first thing that needs to be taken care of is their emotions. It is in people's nature that whenever someone is talking or speaking to them, one should reply with kindness and also a good facial expression and also a good body gesture. It is quite basic rules in a communication between one person to another person. A good company should have a good relationship between their employer and also their employees. We could take the example from Tim Cook, which is the leader of Apple, as a good example of how a leader should act in a company. He conducts the company, which is Apple Incorporated, and excels in it. Apple Incorporated, which leads by the Tim Cook, uses expectancy theories that encourage the staff members to reach the full potential and be able to achieve the company goals. Expectancy theory is when employees feel that putting up a lot of effort will result in great performance, and that good performance will eventually lead to the desired results. The way Tim Cook encourages his employees is by influencing them that in order to earn a worthwhile incentive, they need to upgrade their work skills and also their levels of job performance. A leader that uses expectancy theory towards their employee could have a bad image because of the way they need to put more work to achieve a reward. But the employee of the Apple Incorporated company themselves says that they were okay with this kind of reward, which is they need to put more works in order to achieve a rewards. In this Apple Incorporated company, the employees themselves confess that they do felt that the work that they need to do is harsh and it is also a hard job. But they choose to stay and even give feedback that Apple Incorporated is a good place to work. This shows that Tim Cook is a good leader in leading his company, which is Apple Incorporated, and also the employees that works below him are happy enough and giving cooperation to work there and be happy with the expectancy theory, which they need to work hard to achieve a reward. That's all from me. Thank you.
In the management of Apple Inc., the principles of controlling are applied to several key functions. First and foremost, Apple places great importance on establishing clear and specific objectives for the product, service, and overall business performance. For instance, when launching a new iPhone model, Apple sets objectives such as selling a specific number of units within a designated time frame, increasing market share in target regions, and achieving a certain level of customer satisfaction. These objectives serve as benchmark against which Apple can assess its progress and success. When deviations or gaps are identified, Apple takes corrective actions to rectify the situation and bring performance back on track. This could involve revising strategies, adjusting production process, improving product features, or implementing quality control measures. If customer feedback suggests a flaw in a newly released product, Apple may issue software update or initiate a product recall to rectify the issue and ensure customer satisfaction. At Apple Inc., fostering a culture of continuous improvement and innovation is a top priority. Through the controlling function, the company consistently analyzes performance results to gain valuable insight. This analysis includes a thorough examination of both success and failures, allowing Apple to learn from past experience and make informed decisions. By evaluating performance results, Apple can identify areas where it has excelled and replicate those success in future endeavors.
In conclusion, the success of Apple Incorporation as highly recognized company in smartphone industry with many excellent products worldwide such as Apple iPhone, Mac OS is mainly related to each management function which are organizing, planning, leading and controlling.